Meghan is pulling off her new PR stunt by giving influential friends jars of jam she allegedly made herself. Surprisingly, Melissa McCarthy suddenly continuously showed support for Meghan in front of the press. Let's find out what she said when there is no specific evidence to defend this woman. Hello and welcome back to the ms.royal channel. Melissa McCarthy, a friend who has not often defended Meghan, suddenly responded to the press about the issues surrounding her after being given a jar of jam number 6 the day before. She said that she feels perplexed and dismayed by the vicious barrage of hate hurled towards Meghan. She even asserted that many people feel threatened by the success that Meghan can achieve. I'm really curious how well Melissa McCarthy knows Meghan that she can make such a statement. She talks about Meghan like they're in a different universe than us. A bully, a liar, a social climber, a grifter, if that's what this Melissa woman admires, then God help her. She has a strange taste in friendship. I admire strong women, talented, kind women, modest women, women who are unique in their style and treat others with respect. Meghan Markle is none of those things. I lost all respect for Melissa McCarthy when she joined up with Meghan to mock the Queen on national television. Unbelievable cruelty. This woman is just as much of a mean girl bully as her bestie Meghan. When she wore that cabbage hat on the 40/40 debacle, that finished me with her. Cabbage was one of the pet names that Prince Philip called the late Queen. People often judge a person through their friends. The way Melissa accompanies Meghan may also partly reflect her personality. Ironically, Melissa thinks most people who criticize Meghan are jealous of her. No intelligent person of character is threatened or jealous of Meghan Markle. Globally, we are appalled at her behavior, and her despicable behavior is offensive. And is a social climbing grifter who uses people. Even you, Melissa. Melissa should have looked back at the actions her friend did. She shows disrespect to the royal family as well as the entire country. If she doesn't understand why there is a wave of hatred and criticism aimed at Meghan, why not look at the specific evidence, the actual actions that Meghan has done so far? Meghan does everything for herself. Set a trap for Harry to get married and give him the golden ticket. Melissa doesn't know the difference between a strong, amazing woman from a grifting, mocking opportunist as evidenced by her support of Meghan Markle. I too will now boycott anything Melissa is in if she supports the ridicule and cruelty these two inflicted on the Queen and Prince Philip as they were dying inexcusable. McCarthy will now be markled by a lot of people. She should talk to all the women Meghan has ghosted when they were no longer of use. Melissa obviously needs press. She worked hard. Sadly, she is going down with her associates. Melissa, quit trying to nose into situations that you have no place getting into. If she wants people to stop criticizing Meghan, well, when Meghan Markle and Harry put their titles into abeyance and stop harassing the royal family and the people of the UK, we will lay off them. Until then, we are keeping our eyes and our ears on them. When Meghan stops pushing her PR in our faces constantly, we will leave her alone. Evidently, she doesn't want to be left alone because she keeps doing it. I think Melissa was invited by Meghan to do Meghan's 40x40 stupid birthday idea that flopped. Very cringe. Melissa was acting all British and sipping tea even though Meghan had already left the royals. Very stupid. Unfortunately, McCarthy does not know what she's talking about. My bet is Meghan called in for a favor ... and McCarthy obliged ... without thinking. Meghan likes cosplaying British to American audiences and cosplaying American to British audiences. She has an identity issue. She is not in touch with her true self, so cosplays other people, depending on where she is and what she is doing. We don't like her because she has lied and trashed her own family and the royal family. She made false allegations of racism and bullied a 3-year-old child, and I could go on and on. This has nothing to do with her being a woman or her race and everything to do with her being an awful human being. We base this partially on everyone on both sides of the family being estranged except the one person who helps further her narrative. Melissa Hollyweird has destroyed your logic and reasoning. Melissa said that Meghan is smart. Yeah, in Meghan's case, smart equals manipulative, cunning, and deceitful. Melissa McCarthy is now done. Nobody will respect her. From yacht girl to deal or no deal girl, it's set. Meghan graduated from that into a world of scrappy behavior where she used to more before trashing the royal family after they did everything for her. Meghan Markle is allowed to criticize everything and everyone, but if anyone dares to say one thing about poor Meghan, then we are threatened by her genius. Melissa believes Meghan is inspiring? Wow, now that's scary. Melissa doesn't know or understand just how destructive and disrespectful the royal family Meghan and Harry have been, and how can you be supportive of Meghan, who has done so little but self-promote since her marriage to a prince? It's hard to understand why Melissa McCarthy made such statements defending Meghan. How could she not know when it's been out in the media for so long? She chose to support Harry and Meghan. Or does Melissa know exactly who Meghan is and needs the money? When she trolled the Queen for someone who won't let go of their title but makes money and skits trashing the royal family, Melissa showed her real mean personality. Melissa was paid $1,000 to celebrate Meghan's birthday, so I think she is paid again to defend her. And if Melissa thinks Meghan is smart, why is she not asking her to act in her next movie? Did Melissa call Meghan her friend? A friend who wasn't there was invited to her wedding? This is hilarious and sad at the same time. If Melissa was a good friend, she'd have advised her not to mock the Queen, much less participate in that. I cannot take Melissa seriously after hearing her call Meghan interesting. If she admires a woman who has told so many proven lies, bullied a 3-year-old publicly with her husband, and trashed a family that gifted the title she so lovingly covers. But more importantly, how can you admire a woman who has turned her back on her father, denied him seeing his grandchildren, and not shown any affection or empathy when Daddy, who gave everything to his little girl, had a heart attack and strokes? What was his crime? Compare what Meghan has done and said in the last 4 years to the Queen, Prince Philip, and her own dad. What was so bad that her dad was treated like this? She obviously doesn't spend any time on social media, and good for her, but now she's left defending someone she knows nothing of. She will find out what a big mistake that was soon. She will then get markled. The only thing she said was right. Meghan has done nothing, literally nothing. Someone please tell me what Meghan has actually done before, and even after marrying Harry. Nothing. How dare Melissa be so dismissive of a group of people who know what she has done clearly and understand it all, when she takes this platform to make us all sound like we are a bunch of bullies. Melissa is not an actress any longer. She is on her way down, if not already there. If she needs to latch on to Meghan, she should tell everyone everything. Markle's circle is full of bullies. Melissa, Harry, Oprah, Ellen, James Corden, Miss Anne Harriman. Are you in that circle, Melissa? Or are you just ignorant? She wants to be part of that circle, obviously, or she wouldn't have cheerfully participated in mocking the late Queen. It says a lot about her weakness of character, lack of empathy, and passive-aggressive traits. This is because of the ground the Harkles lost due to Princess Catherine's cancer. All of a sudden, the Harkles are being made to be poor victims without them whining directly. Change of tactics, using others to whine on their behalf. Hardly what you would expect of a strong woman using others to whitewash instead of her own 2 feet. Harry and Meghan's nasty narcissistic attitudes had them riding a high horse, smiling and grinning like cats that ate little birds. Meghan, who just couldn't grow up and move on, during any interview, their true colors were showing, and they realized they'd publicly hung themselves on their own rope. People were not being so sympathetic when their horrible bullying and inciting bullying became obvious. So now they're using friends, associates, and any means possible to do their PR on their behalf and make out how they are decent, strong, and wonderful, who are such poor victims. Because how else can you beat a cancer victim but raise the ante? Typical ungracious and cluelessness yet again. We are not fools. The clearest indicator that Meghan is not a good person or a strong woman is her not having the guts to apologize for what pain and bullying she has caused, or for standing silently by in the shadows, offering no support against bullying to her seriously ill sister-in-law, and now cowardly hides under the skirts and pants of anyone else rather than stepping up herself and being bold enough to take on her responsibilities. Nope, just doesn't work, not without repentance. Melissa McCarthy needs to do her research and educate herself. How embarrassing for her. If you know nothing, say nothing, in my opinion. She should have just stuck to her interactions with Meghan. That would have been more honest. She stepped out of her lane when she spoke without the entire information. I would have found it more genuine if Melissa only stuck to being honest about her very limited experience with Meghan, even if it was positive. This is a very bad look for Melissa to be defending a woman that she clearly doesn't know very well. Shame on Melissa for such disingenuous statements. That also brings us to the end of this video, and what do you think about Melissa McCarthy? Please discuss this with us by commenting, and if you agree with my opinion, please comment, okay? If not, please express your so we can know your opinion. Don't forget to like and share the video. Your support is our motivation. Let's subscribe to receive notifications about the newest videos. We will be back soon. Thank you for watching and goodbye.